Hi guys, just making a short video. Essentially, someone is saying that a combat rating 155 player was killed in the final fight of the Shadowlands, and that's a little hard to believe. So luckily nowadays making videos is easier than it's ever been. So let's put that to the test. Essentially, as you can see with the early mobs in the tunnel, they can barely do any damage to me, even though there's like a billion of them attacking my poor little Magneto. There's not much they can actually do, and I'm not doing anything. If I was just fighting just a little bit, they would all be dead. And I lowered my combat rating to 151. Normally, my combat rating is a 159, if I'm not mistaken. So I took off a piece of gear to lower my combat rating to 151. Even though the player that was discussed was 155, 151 will be good enough. It's essentially 4 CR lower than the actual player. And again, as you can see, there's like a billions of them attacking my poor little Magneto, and they're barely doing any damage to my character. So 155 player, even if you were the worst 155 player in the multiverse, there's no way you cannot do this mission, and there's no way you can even wipe this mission. The CR differential pretty much makes sure that there's nothing the enemies can do to you. As we saw, we have to defeat some enemies to pass through the barriers. I'm not sure if as you can see, the barrier is gone, but I did not notice at the time, so I went back to defeat a few more enemies, thinking that maybe you had to clear out the whole tunnel. Usually we clear out all the enemies in the tunnels, so I'm not sure exactly what triggers the barrier at the end. Is it that you have to be out of combat? Is it that there are a few specific enemies you have to defeat? I have no idea. At some point I was thinking that maybe I had to click on the thingy, but then I was pretty sure that I had done this mission many times without clicking anything. So let's go back towards the final fight. Ironically enough, I think this is maybe the first time I did it with this character. Or if I did it, I never bothered with the briefings and investigations.
The Shadowkeeper, created by the realm itself in response to Brainiac's incursion.
So here we have Wonder Woman and Circe.
Then we have no choice.
Sexy ladies.
And stop his advance for the greater good.
I wish we could have the short that Wonder Woman is wearing. Oh, actually the chest style too for our characters. So as you will see, you can just stand around and enemies do not do enough damage to you. There's like a billion of them and they barely do anything to you. Even just standing there, you could stand there for quite a long time and still not come close to dying. And also, not only could you stay there and not die, but while you stay there, essentially Wonder Woman and Circe would be the one killing every single mob. Like you can see some of the enemies are almost dead, thanks to Wonder Woman and Circe doing a heck of a job essentially defending you. So at 155 CR, you can just stay there, let Wonder Woman and Circe do everything, and you will still complete the mission. It may take, I don't know, an hour, but there's no way you can die in that mission at 155 combat rating. There is just no way. The only possible way that it could happen is if you remove your gear. And if you remove your gear, your combat rating goes down as you remove each piece of gear. So if someone was 155 combat rating into this mission and was removing his gear, you would see it essentially where you see my Saturn Knight. You see that my Saturn Knight is combat rating 134. If my Saturn Knight was to start taking off his gear for reasons, I would see his combat rating go down. So I would know that, oh, he took off his gear. So as you can see, there's so many of them now, and my health isn't really going down. I guess I feel like a Swamp Thing in the spring seasonal when people aren't using the spores to weaken him. No matter how much you attack your enemy when that happens, it won't go down. So you can see all of those are still trying to lower my health, and it's not really working. So enough of that. Let's get rid of those little fellas. I'm pretty sure you get the idea that the mobs aren't enough to try and kill your character. So let's clear them out, and let's go to the next, essentially there's 3 bosses that will spawn at some point, so let's go to those 3 bosses and see what happens. Oh, so let's let them beat the snot out of our poor little Magneto, and as you can see, they can't do much damage either. Like, they do a bit of damage, but nothing enough to even come close to being a threat to our character. And now let's wait for the evil Cersei to turn against us, and let's see what happens.
May this alliance be the first of many more. Victory is ours.
The realm of magic is safe from Brainiac. Now, on to other matters. Like your destruction, Wonder Woman.
Curse your sudden but inevitable betrayal.
So the evil Cersei imprisons the poor Wonder Woman. And now she will turn on me. Can you believe it? I've been so nice to her so far. As you can see, I can just stand there and take it. And even when she summons all her friends, if you look at my health bar, it's barely moving. And I'm not sure if we regenerate in combat. I guess we do, because otherwise my bar would come down at least a bit. So I guess I regenerate faster than they can actually damage me at this point. So that was pretty much it. There was a little point to drag this any further than that. So as you can see, the mobs in the tunnels barely damage your character. The mobs that spawn at the end, again, barely damage your character. The 3 bosses barely damage your character. And even Cersei, even when she summons all her copies of herself, she barely does any damage to your character. So at 155 combat rating, there's just no way for someone to die. So that's it for today, guys. So thanks for watching, and hopefully I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.
I will open a portal home for you and restore this realm.